Hey guys, I'm here live at the corner of Hampton and Main Street where they're getting set up for the Gamecock tip-off event starting tonight at 6:30. Here, fans will have an opportunity to showcase both the men's and women's basketball team before the start of the season.
With current video games like Grand Theft Auto, killing someone is easy as aiming and shooting, giving people full control over an automatic weapon. While this may just look like a jumbled mess of words here behind me, it's actually a breakdown of the share of voice on social media here in South Carolina. As you can see, Biden is still clearly leading the Democratic candidates. I'm here at the Breaking Barriers Job Employment Fair. As you can see behind me, many companies are actively trying to hire people that have had problems in their past getting a job due to their background. But here, they know that they will get a fair chance. Currently, South Carolina is one of only 4 states that does not require law enforcement agencies to report hate crimes to the FBI. Gilliard's bill would make it mandatory for these agencies to report hate crimes and would also mean that committing a hate crime in South Carolina would carry an additional 2 to 10 year sentence and between a $2,000 and $10,000 fine on top of what they've already been charged with. Reporting live from the State House, Brandon Weeks, back to you in the studio. Meet Kawan France. Kawan was incarcerated in the past, but that is no longer who he is. And as he found out, finding a job after being in prison can be very challenging.
You could probably go through all the other screening processes, but the background check, you usually get denied, and it's just like an ongoing, like, no. So some people get discouraged, but it's kind of like you just keep coming out things like this.
Oftentimes, many job applications have a box you must check if you have been convicted of a felony, automatically taking you out of consideration. That does not happen here. I'm here at the Breaking Barriers Job Employment Fair. As you can see behind me, many companies are actively trying to hire people that have had problems in their past getting a job due to their background. But here, they know that they will get a fair chance. It can be even harder to continue the search process after hearing no so many times. And Kawan has many friends who have also been incarcerated that have given up.
For others, I know I have friends that's been previously incarcerated, and it weighs heavy on me. So it does have an effect.
That is why events like these are so important, so people know that they still have someone rooting for them. According to Monica Hudgens, an assistant in the coordination of the event, says it's all about support from the community.
People do have barriers. It's a part of the society that we live in for many different reasons, and that people be more patient and understanding and actually volunteer and help to give our brothers and sisters a hand up.
This can be a life-changing opportunity for those that choose to participate.
People can change, and they do deserve a second chance.
While Kawan was unable to secure a job before leaving the fair today, he was able to get his name out there and make some new connections. Crucial steps to securing a new job. For Carolina News, I'm Brandon Weeks.
Hey guys, I'm here live at the corner of Hampton and Main Street where they're getting set up for the Gamecock tip-off event starting tonight at 6:30. Here, fans will have an opportunity to showcase both the men's and women's basketball team before the start of the season. The University of South Carolina is not typically thought of as a basketball school, but that could be quickly changing. The recent success of both the men's and women's teams is starting to make waves, and university officials want you to come check it out.
As a university, we always want the community to come to our games and to support our teams, and so we just wanted to be able to involve the community in this event and kind of intertwine the two organizations.
And according to Assistant Director of Marketing, Ellie Varn, fans will have the opportunity to meet the players firsthand and much more.
It's a chance for them to come out and see the team for the first time and be able to get their autograph and meet them and be able to see them off of the court.
Under head coach Dawn Staley, the women's basketball team has made an appearance in the tournament every year since 2011 and won it all in the 2016-2017 season. The men's team is not to be forgotten either, as they made it to the Final Four just 2 years ago and are expected to be strong this year. The excitement can be felt all around campus here as we get closer and closer to the event tonight. You're not going to want to miss it.
Fans have been talking about this event for a couple of weeks now, so expect a good showing out here today. The first game of the season for the men's team will be on October 30th, while the first game of the season for the women's team will be on November 1st. And both teams would love for you to come out and show your support in the stands. Reporting live from Carolina News, I'm Brandon Weeks. Back to you in the studio.
One, two, three.
Stop bullying!
Bullying has become a prevalent problem across the country, and it is hurting the lives of our younger generation. Students from W.A. Perry Middle School gathered on the grounds of the State House today to take a stand against bullying. Angel Davis, one of the student speakers at the event, was inspired to come out here and speak after seeing her friend bullied.
When I found out one of my friends bullied, it made me feel hurt because I don't see why kids bully other kids, but I know some kids have problems at home and that's why they take it to school.
A study released by the National Bullying Prevention Center shows that 1 in 5 kids have reported being bullied in school, and 33% of those claimed it happened at least once or twice a month. Principal of the school, Robin Coltrane, knows that it is a problem at her school and wanted the kids to be a part of the solution.
Because bullying exists everywhere, even in our schools, unfortunately, we wanted to let our kids' voice be heard.
Principal Coltrane went on to add that it is going to take the help of parents, students, and administrators to put an end to bullying. Kids as young as middle school are dealing with the suicides of their friends, and that is not something anybody should have to see.
There's a lot of kids that's getting bullied and taking their lives because of it, and I just wanted to stop.
Students of W.A. Perry Middle School chose to hold their rally outside the State House in hopes to be heard by the community. For Carolina News, I'm Brandon Weeks.
Well, we have Brandon Weeks here with us tonight for our sports.
How about that epic 7-game finish last night, Brandon?
Yes, an epic it was. Game 7 of the World Series did take place last night, and it certainly did not disappoint. The Houston Astros jumped out to a 2-run lead early, but that would not be enough to hold out the game. Zach Greinke pitched lights out for the Astros until the 7th inning when Juan Soto hit a home run that began a spiral of events that found the Astros down 6-2 at the end of the game. This was the first appearance in the World Series for the Washington Nationals, and they will be heading home champions. Max Scherzer, starting pitcher of Game 7, finally got a ring after many playoff runs with a solid Tigers team that fell short. And it's Thursday night, and we have another exciting game in the NFL. The high-flying San Francisco 49ers are looking to extend their perfect streak to 8 games. The Niners are led by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, who has played sensationally over the past 7 weeks, which is not a surprise to most after sitting under Brady and Belichick for all those years. The Cardinals may be 3-4-1, but they should not be slept on either, as Kyler Murray is finally showing why he was the #1 draft pick. He has thrown for 664 yards over the past 3 weeks with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. It should be an exciting game in Arizona tonight. And the Gamecocks were back in Colonial Life for the first time this season to play in an exhibition match last night against Columbia International. South Carolina handled the Rams pretty easily, winning 87-50. The Gamecocks did shoot very well from behind the arc at 47%, but struggled to knock down free throws, something they will definitely have to work on moving into the season.
We've got firepower. We're also immature, and we played that way in certain segments of the game.
The Gamecocks will host North Alabama on November 6th to officially kick off the season. The beloved three-point mastermind Steph Curry went down hard in a game last night against the Phoenix Suns. Curry was going up for a layup when he got twisted in the air and fell on his left hand. The hand is fractured, according to the Warriors, and Steph will be missing some time indefinitely. Curry does plan to have a CT scan and MRI done at a later date to determine if he needs surgery. The 3-time NBA champions are going to have to do some major reshuffling in the lineup if they want to find themselves in the playoffs again this season. And sticking with the NBA, the game between the Houston Rockets and the Washington Wizards was a record-scoring one. There was a total of 317 points scored between the two teams, making it the most points scored in an NBA game decided by only 1 point. In the end, the 59 points from James Harden were too much to handle as the Rockets escaped, winning 159-158. And talking about records, the WWE is setting them too. The WWE held its first women's match in Saudi Arabia today. The main card event began at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The matchup was between superstars Lacey Evans and Natalya. This fight was so monumental because Saudi Arabia is a country that is known for suppressing women's rights in the past.
Wow, how about that? The WWE.
Yeah, who would have thought the WWE would be pushing women's rights sports, but good for them.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's awesome.